Welcome to Kuala Lumpur. In this video series, I'll take you along over the next few weeks in the big city, what type of life you could be living there, the first impressions, cost of living, and so much more. And so welcome to what I can already confidently say is one of my favorite cities of all time. It's not an exaggeration, guys. Today I want to take you along a little bit on the first day or few days in Kuala Lumpur, a bit of a first impression. As you can already see behind me, the extremely impressive Petronas Towers. And you know, I got here a few days ago. I had an amazing trip in the Philippines and I chose KL as kind of like a hub, and I think that is what it is for many people. It's one of the most connected airports in the world. But at the same time, I've been here before once or twice, only for a few days. I passed through, I remembered it to be pretty nice and convenient. But after being here for 2 days already, in terms of the place that I'm staying right now, I will later show you, the value you can get here is absolutely unbelievable. The convenience, the internet connection, guys. You know, I'm always kind of like showing most cities that I visit from the best side that I can. But I think in Kuala Lumpur, it's gonna be very, very easy. So today, we're staying right here in the area, actually on the top of this building. The view from there is unbelievable. You're gonna see it later today. And I think I'm gonna take you for a bit of a tour. The only area I've so far been is pretty much here. I just walked around a little bit the Petronas Tower, so I haven't seen anything yet too much. I've been here. Okay guys, and so we're going to be walking into Petronas Towers. I think a lot of people wondering what is inside of them, and even though I don't fully know, I do know that there is a mall. So basically here is the towers, just standing down here. It really hits you in some ways, even for some reason more impressive than the Burj Khalifa from the perspective of when you stand right in front of it, maybe because it's kind of like thicker and like wider the building. But yeah, let's go in. There's a mall. I need to buy an SD card right now to be able to continue to record. Today's video is brought to you by Level 8. Guys, so for the longest time I have been on the road always with the carry-on, but since I have the Gibraltar aluminum carry-on by Level 8, I have to tell you, it's absolutely a new level. So it's fully aluminum. The build is amazing, I have to tell you. And considering other like luxury, high quality suitcase brands, they're also fairly affordable. But with my code Danny15, you can get 15% off any of their suitcases. Recently, I have upgraded to also have a checked luggage, so I have more storage than I've ever had before. And as of right now, you have the chance also to get one completely for free. So if you would want to win one of them, you will find all the information in the description as well as in the comment section. So first of all, go to my Instagram page. I'll be putting up a post. It will be up for at least a week, so everything will be described there. But if you missed the giveaway, you can either snag yourself one of them right away with 15% off, Danny15, or on top of that, you can check out the Instagram page of Level 8, because very often they have special discounts, promotions. They also sometimes do giveaways on their own page themselves. So now this one I had already for over half a year, and I guess that speaks for the quality. So on that note, thank you Level 8, sponsor today's video. Okay guys, so join me on a full day in Kuala Lumpur. I have to say, I don't remember the last time I was so excited about the city after coming to it. And actually, what is it? Tomorrow, my girlfriend's gonna be joining on this trip. But for now, we got Ali.
Oh,
and I would say, no, what's your first impressions, man?
Oh my god. I mean, this is quintessential Dubai, right? This is Dubai of Malaysia, man. It's so beautiful. Everything's new. And I've always wanted to come and visit the Twin Towers, so this is as the best place as you could start here in Malaysia.
Yeah, in many ways it reminds you of Dubai, but I would say in some ways it's probably better. Let's go, let's get into the KL Towers. Let's see what we can find inside there. You see?
Yes, they are, man.
So as you guys can tell, absolutely huge mall. I think it's by far not the biggest one in Malaysia, but just the fact that it is at the bottoms of the Petronas Towers. Yeah, might be back to check it out a little bit more. I mean, definitely like most countries in Southeast Asia, mall countries, it's pretty hot outside. But I have to tell you, last time when I was in Malaysia, it was actually much more humid, like it was really hard to walk outside. This time it's actually like a nice dry hotness. I am here right now. Here we are coming out of yeah, the Petronas Towers Mall. In the back of me, that's the towers right there. And how nice is this? There's a huge greenery park. Actually, yesterday we've been sitting at the food court. There's a fountain, and in the back you kind of see the skylines. And you know, just like during the day, to be able to come out, you're in the middle of the city center, but to go for a nice greenery walk. And today is Tuesday. Actually, on the weekend when we just arrived, it was super busy on the weekends here, but during the day, just kind of like a nice central park type of vibe. Everything is flawlessly maintained, but at the same time, it's not like a fake world where everything is just absolutely perfect. Security is everywhere, which in some countries around here, that's how I feel. They might be a little bit tricky about like filming, for example, in the mall, but in terms of the mentality, for me, that's very important when I come to a place. Look at the Petronas Towers in the back. I don't want securities to be running after me and telling me what to do, telling me to, whatever, put my mask on when I'm by myself in the corner of a public park. Here, it just feels fairly free, and I love that. So, got a little bit of a greenery here, as you see. Some guys are sitting down by it, and this backdrop. I don't know why, but I feel like the skyline of Kuala Lumpur is very aesthetic and very proportional. So not too many buildings, yet enough to fill out the whole skyline and around. And something that I just looked up is that the Petronas Towers have been built in 1993, which makes them to me even more so impressive. I cannot think of another building that is like almost 30 years old that still looks extremely futuristic. For example, in Jakarta, there's the Wisma building, looks a bit like an alien spaceship, around, I think built around the same time, but still cannot quite compete with the towers. And I think they're almost 500 meters, something like 490 meters. So I think at some point has been the tallest building in the world. And yeah, taking a bit of a walk right now, going to be going to the other main area. And I think I'll probably do a few videos about comparing Kuala Lumpur a little bit to cities that it might be similar to, or let's say in terms of competing maybe for like expat living. Dubai. There's a lot of similarities also with Singapore. And
In terms of, oops, is your flip-flop alright?
Cursed, man, cursed. Look at it.
Oh my god. And there you go, you have flip-flop.
For another video, let's see. So this area is called Bukit Bintang. Don't know what it means. I know the Bintang beer. Any connection? I don't know. So here a little bit again, the city, the infrastructure. So this is what we have been walking through, and it took us all the way from the Petronas Towers now to here, I think, Pavilion Mall. So made it to quite the different area. So Bukit Bintang, the Pavilion Mall. This is probably one of my brightest memories from the one time that I visited Kuala Lumpur. I mean, look at it, it's just kind of like a little bit Times Square vibe, maybe a little bit Shibuya vibes of Tokyo. Got a bunch of boutiques here, and I think further down there, if I'm not mistaken, is Chinatown. And so yeah, I think especially in the evenings, all of this thing lights up. So Pavilion Mall, another huge mall around here. I like it, seriously. I already told Ali, in the next year or two, I probably will come back to make KL a base, kind of like a productive base, you know. Hit the gym, meet some people, work on some projects, stay in your condo building. Might sound terrible to some people, but that's something I'm really craving. Like a nice solid base, but I'll be here for at least a few weeks. I think I'll share with you the final plans at the end of the video, but yeah. Very nice little, or as I say, huge mall area. Probably like a bus here in KL. Are you guys gonna be going for some Lebanese shawarma here in Malaysia? Oh guys, that looks good. So guys, we got our hands on some shawarma here. I'm starving. First proper meal of the day after 15,000 steps. Not Malaysian food, we'll keep that for a different video, but right now let's head to the apartment. Let me show where I'm living, which is Petronas Towers. Super nice building, and this is home. Let me take you there. And actually for later we booked this building. For tomorrow there'll be the next video, which just realized is the building of the W Hotel. Guys, the prices here, the value can get unbelievable. Let me take you to the apartment and let me show you what $45 a night can get you here. This is it right here. We are looking at the Star Residences. It's like proper 5-star hotel. It's unbelievable for this money. So walking in, actually, so guys, we're gonna be walking in right here. Elevator, hello, elevator should be in the back. Okay, as promised, little apartment tour. So this is the place. This is kind of like main room. Nice little table. I would say my guess is probably around 45-50 square meters, so not a big place, but like in terms of the type of place, it's like, you know, in any other hotel, it's like really hotel amenities. Living room, I like the kitchen island. My guys, we made it to the roof, a little bit towards the sunset. I don't know if you're ready for this. You better be, because this is the view here on the roof. So sun is hitting right now the Petronas Towers, and honestly it's quite surreal a little bit. I expected there should be more people up here, but this is what I love about like residence buildings. A lot of people are just living here, so you get used to everything, but I don't know how quickly I would get used to this view. It's just absolutely amazing. We got this other building, I haven't looked up the name of it yet, and so yeah, tomorrow morning probably gonna hit the pool here a little bit, the gym, maybe I'll include it in this video as well. Seriously, this view is so mind-blowing. This is where we have been strolling around earlier before. I hope the music is not copyright. Let's head out a little bit. Oh my goodness, I brought the big camera with me just to capture this. This is what I've been talking about earlier, that the city is surrounded by mountains absolutely into all directions. So it's not just like, you know, somewhere in nowhere. Oh wow. So the plan for tonight right now, me and Ali, we're gonna go probably have a shisha or something. Maybe I'll take the camera with me, get a few shots. We're obviously in Malaysia, majority Muslim country, but walking on the streets is actually interesting. Also getting the shawarma, Lebanese restaurant. You really see a lot of different people, and overall the vibe on the street generally is kind of like very, very calm, very chill. It doesn't feel like a proper tourist destination, which it's not, you know, like a lot of people come and go here, but at the same time, I don't know, I feel like the city has a pretty unique DNA, and I'm very excited to be exploring it for the next few days. I would say enjoy the sunset. This has been a little bit the first impression. I might take you with me tomorrow morning to the gym or something, or include a few shots right now. But wow, also the value here is like 50 bucks, 45 bucks. What I was mentioning is that's kind of like if you book it last minute, because if you want to book it in advance, pretty much just go on Airbnb. It's called Star Residences. It might be $70, $80 if it's like a few weeks in advance. But if you book kind of like the next few days, they lower the price. So actually somebody ends up booking. It's kind of interesting. And I'm a spontaneous guy, especially since COVID, you know, like availability always has been pretty high in everywhere I go. So I didn't bother like booking things in advance. And yeah, like genuinely, this is probably already one of my favorite cities in terms of convenience. Walking on the streets, you feel like there's people from all over the world. And we're gonna be exploring this place. I'll be staying for a few weeks. I don't know how many videos will be coming. You can check out on Instagram where I am right now. Just join me. Generally try to post a little bit behind the scenes of how I do what I do. And if you're new here by any chance, well, my name is Dan, and for the past over 5 years I've been documenting the journey of building a life around the world, which I've been living for the past few years, going to different places, with every place kind of like seeing what would it be good for me. Do I want to come back? Would I maybe want to make it a base for some reason? I feel like every place is interesting in its own way. Some more to travel, to visit. Others to stay longer, and Kuala Lumpur is definitely one of these places for me. So on this note, you too, gotta roll to see.